Thank you very much, Your Excellency. In the interest of time, I'll just make some quick remarks. Your Excellency, earlier on I was told I'll be invited to welcome people to Nairobi. But I told my friend, Mr. Anjoi, our work is not to welcome people to Nairobi. These manufacturers are in Nairobi. And a lot of the solutions they need are in Nairobi. So we need to discuss that. So it's not just about welcoming them. Your Excellency, over the past few years, we've been engaging with the Association of Manufacturers at the Senate and in many other forums. And I'm glad that in the first few days, since we got into office as a county government, we've already met the Nairobi chapter of the Association of Manufacturers, and we've made progress on a number of issues. Number one, Your Excellency, we are determined to make Nairobi the manufacturing hub of East and Central Africa, and eventually Africa. That we are determined to do it, and we'll work. And that's why I'm asking the companies to come and tell us what do you need from us. What we've agreed, Your Excellency, number one, is on the issue of a unified business permit. There are too many licenses being paid. As of now, we are 70% in the process of actually reducing it to one license for Nairobi County. But I'll prevail upon you and my friend Moses Kuria that you also reduce the ones from national government. Because manufacturers and SMEs are spending more time complying than doing their work. So today you're paying this license, kesho there's another license, the next day another license, and those avenues for rent seeking. So the county government of Nairobi, everything that we ask for will only be one license in the next few months. We have made progress. We are willing, Your Excellency, to also collect the national ones on your behalf. You have MCSK, you have PRISC, you have CAMP, you have so many others. We put them in one pot and then distribute. Let the business people focus on doing business, not on complying, Your Excellency. Secondly, I understand the issue of multiple Sessing from county to county on advertising. If you're driving a truck from here to Mombasa, it's a discussion that we're having at the COG. We need to get a creative way of sorting it out, because I realize there's no governor who's willing to let go of their, revenue raising capacity, but still we need to have, a way that doesn't hurt the businesses. Ideally, we would ask you to register in a county and pay that county, and of course that county would be Nairobi. The other governors will not be willing to do that, but we'd like to hear your ideas on how we ensure that counties still get the revenue without stifling businesses. Our work is not to stifle businesses or to stifle manufacturing, but actually to promote manufacturing. Your Excellency, additionally, we had a lot of complaints on those in building and construction, on the system that had been there previously, on NPDMS. I'm glad to note that I'm very happy Mr. Mburu is here. Our teams, both at the Nairobi County Government and the KRA, have been burning the midnight oil for the last 3-4 weeks. Next week we'll be launching a new Nairobi plan, where in that platform, all of the complaints that have been there from the building industry, Your Excellency, have been catered for. Professionals in the building and built environment sector can track developments from the time you upload an approval to the time it comes out. There must be predictability. Nikila said you need certainty, so that you know where your approval is at whichever stage of the process. Your Excellency, we're also going to launch next week our new revamped revenue system for Nairobi. We call it Nairobi Pay, which addresses all of these issues. And I want to urge the manufacturers here, please, lipeni ushuru. We will serve you. Already for those in the industrial area, I am doing 39 roads. We're doing 39 roads for you. Linus forgot to mention I did for him. He's in Kasarani before I was governor. We will give you the environment to do your work, but we need you to also support us to be able to serve you better. So we hope that it will be more efficient. There's no payment that will be received in Nairobi after next week in cash. We are digitizing all our revenue streams. If anybody asks for payment in cash, just know it is not Nairobi County. Everything will be digitized. And we know what has been happening in part of the city, Westlands, in the CBD, and in industrial area. Your Excellency, additionally, a lot of the issues that our manufacturers have is water. The cost of water and the reliability of our water system. We all know we have a shortage. We need 850 million liters per day. We get 525. Your Excellency, through the national government and Nafi Water, We expect 140 million liters to come in soon, but there's a challenge with the NLC because of the wayleave. So we ask that you intervene so that it can come faster, so for us to be able to serve our industries and also for us to be able to recycle. But we will also now come to you because we've said we need a city of order and dignity. But you cannot have that dignity when many of our manufacturers are the ones who are polluting our rivers. It is yourselves who are polluting and engaging in illegal dumping. Once we provide and we're designating those zones, we will have to agree on what to do. Your Excellency, in your inaugural speech, you spoke about a Nairobi Rivers Commission. 70% of the effluent that goes into that river is industries and sewerage. We will sort out the sewerage system, but the industries need to be able to sort out their effluent coming out of them. Your Excellency, additionally, as I just going to conclude, I think we need to, and I'm glad the young man who spoke just before me, talking about technology. We need to really radically ask ourselves questions about manufacturing and about where we're going. As a country, we cannot do the same thing and expect a different result, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, agriculture is great, and I'm glad I had my friend from Unga Group saying he's producing for us each agunia. But your CS nominee for Treasury will tell you that in as much as you're getting 24% contribution to GDP, the contribution to national revenue is less than 3%. That gap is a value chain gap, which must be sorted out, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, China in 1952, 83% of people in China were employed in agriculture. In 1977, it turned out 77%. In 2012, it's 33% because of industrialization. It doesn't mean you're killing agriculture, but you're creating value to where we create jobs. And that is why we also need to, radically, and I'm glad your CS for trade is a free thinker. Yeah, is a free thinker. As we discuss the Hustler Fund, which is important, I would ask that we do a balance. That yes, if I give a kiosk $1 million shillings more, will they hire more people or add more stock? But if I use that money to guarantee investment in rapidly scalable tech startups, that then, for instance, Twiga in 3 years was able to hire 700 people, where is there potential for creating jobs? So yes, we must sustain that, and we must give them mboga, we must give the mom and dad shops, but we need rapidly scalable startups that then are able to hire more people. Your Excellency, in the Senate, I sponsored and passed a startup bill where we are providing the government guarantees and de-risks investments, because we can't afford to put money into those startups. But there are angel investors out there who are willing to come and put money if there's a climate where there's de-risking of those small groups. The innovation in Nairobi is amazing. This is the Silicon Savannah. But we just need to provide that framework where we just de-risk these startups, that if somebody's investment at whatever first series or whatever point, if something happens, then they can recoup 30%, 20%, and that is how we'll address the issue of jobs. So we cannot just focus on the one two shops. Excellency, please, we'll need support legislatively. We're doing that in the city. Finally, Your Excellency, I just want to thank you for the support that you've given us so far in being able to sort out the issues of the Nairobi Pay and Nairobi Plan, what we've discussed together with you that we will be launching. We ask that you also support us in pushing the prompt payment bill, which we had left in the Senate. Many of these people have money owed in government. I inherited a pending bill of 99 billion in Nairobi County, with NMS having 16 billion. If we don't pay them, we can't create those jobs. I want to guarantee manufacturers, Nairobi is going to be the economic hub of this continent. Please don't move out of Nairobi. Stay in Nairobi, and we will make Nairobi work together. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Governor. And now Cabinet Secretary Betty